Greetings. Good morning. I just realized it's Barbara J. Faison, your mindfulness meditation ambassador, and little Lacey. How are you this morning? I wanted to jump on and just do a quick Facebook Live, and I forgot to put my microphone in, so pardon me while I do that. Because I woke up this morning and I'm learning to act on things that I receive when I wake up. And it's because I do all this meditating, I guess. Okay, Lacey, say hi. This is Lacey, y'all. She is a 14-year-old Yorkie poo, and believe it or not, that makes her 91 years old. So anyway, she's not big on being on camera, so I'm going to put her down. But I woke up with the thought that I think we all struggle because we're human. I wanted to share my top 3 struggles and to find out what types of things you're struggling with, because maybe we can work together and talk about those things and work through them. So I'm in my house. You'll probably hear Lacey doing her happy dance right now. She's doing her happy dance, her great to be alive happy dance. So she's wallowing on the floor. And you may see my husband pass through. But anyway, so one of the things I struggle with is having lots of ideas. And that's not really a struggle, but it is something that is on my mind. And so I want to say, when we struggle, it's really that we have these thoughts and ideas running through our heads, and we have to find some way to gently let them out. I'll share what I've done recently is I have this little glass jar, and in my glass jar, I cut up some colored index cards, and I write the idea down, and then I just drop it in my idea. So I put the idea down with the date. And so, for example, the Facebook Live I did a couple days ago, the idea I got was to do stop. And so that was the idea that came up for me. And I wrote it down. I wrote the date down. And so on the back, I wrote done. So now, hopefully, this idea won't keep running around in my head. So that's one of the things I do. I have my jar of ideas. So I've been putting them in there. And so you will see some of these come to fruition. I'm enjoying one of my morning rituals is to have a little lemon and water and cayenne pepper and apple cider vinegar. So that's what I'm drinking. I would love to know the types of things that you struggle with. So the first one I can find myself reducing the struggle on is lots of ideas. The second one is yes, oftentimes I feel overwhelmed. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels overwhelmed. How I manage feeling overwhelmed is a couple things you've seen me talk about. And I just put my hand in the middle of my chest. I take some deep breaths in. And I just continue to do that and just breathing consciously. And then I mentally say to myself, what is the next best step for me to take? And whatever it is I'm trying to do, what is the next best step? And what I found is doing either this with my hand over my heart, which is calming me down, or doing what I call the 3 conscious breaths, which is simply breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And on the last out breath, I'll do a very loud, audible sigh. What is my next best step? And doing this really stops me and allows me to think about what my next best step is. And that's something that I've been practicing, because it's all a practice. Everything we do is practice. And even as a teacher or someone who shares information, it's still practice for us. And it's I liken it to, I'm in Atlanta, so the Falcons wouldn't go play a game without practice. You wouldn't just walk up there and show up and decide we're going to play whoever we're playing without some type of practice. That's how I view living, is we're practicing these things in life. And there's some of us who practice it more and may be better at it. And there's some of us who don't practice it as much and still may be better at it, because that just may be something natural for them. It's all the process. And I must say, the third thing I felt overwhelmed, or not overwhelmed with, the third thing that I kind of struggle with is, what's my third thing I struggle with, or can find myself struggling with, is being too serious. I know. I think it's the engineer in me, the logical thinker in me. I sometimes have to stop myself and use my phone and have an alarm come up to just, first of all, stop me from just doing something, going all in and not taking a break, which is that level of seriousness. And then I have to make myself laugh, because when I get in that zone of doing things, I oftentimes will just go, 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 go. And I look up, hours have passed or time has passed. And it's really beneficial to take a break and do something that's going to make me laugh, or something, go outside, look at the birds, look at what's going on outside, just to shake me up and break me out of that. Because it's easy for me to be very serious when I decide to do something. I just get all in. I was up late last night watching all kinds of videos on how to do different things, and that's what I love about technology, is you can just immerse yourself in it and you can figure out how to do things. And there's a part of me that enjoys the figuring out of things. It's that engineer, as my brother says, get out of the weeds, you're in the weeds. And I know oftentimes I find myself in the weeds. So that's just one of the things I tend to struggle with. So my top three things that I struggle with are lots of ideas, feeling overwhelmed, and being too serious. I would love to know what types of things you struggle with, or you find yourself beating yourself up. Because let's face it, even as much as I train my brain and I'm kind to my mind and I'm paying attention to what I think about and how I feel, I can't do that 24 hours a day. We just have to be truthful with that. I can't do it 24 hours a day. But I can become more mindful about how I am engaging in my life, how I'm engaging with other people, and doing those types of things. So this is just a quick Facebook Live. I would love to get your comments on the things that you find yourself struggling with, and we will continue to address some ways to manage those. These Facebook Lives are about offering an opportunity for you to share, and for me to share things that have worked for me. And I would love to know the things that work for you, because I am still loving this alarm thing that I learned from one of my office meditation ladies, Kiva Haynes. Shout out, Kiva. It's just amazing. I love that. And I now have music going with my alarm. So when I have my alarm go off, it not only says something like "you are amazing" or "this day is amazing," I'll also have a certain song come up versus just the tones that they offer. That's all I have for today. I'm Barbara J. Faison, author of Why Struggle? Life is Too Short to Wear Tight Shoes, and the meditation program, Be Still, Learn to Meditate in 10 minutes a day. I look forward to hearing about the things that you may find to be challenging, and we can go from there. Feel free to leave your comments. You can find more meditations and ideas, insights, and inspirations at my YouTube channel. That is Barbara Faison, Faison, on YouTube. You can also sign up on my website for my newsletter because I'll be announcing some things that I'll be doing via email as well as online. I hope you are creating an amazing day. I wanted to just share this with you because I woke up with it on my mind. And I've learned when I get guidance, I need to act on that guidance. So let me know your things that you find challenging or you struggle with kind of consistently, and we can go from there. Create an absolutely wonderful day. And remember, struggling is a choice. We just want to work on struggling less. Why struggle? Be still, get clear, and choose well. Create an amazing day. And thank you for stopping by.